the entire Nelson family. Here's Ozzie. Here's Harriet. Here's David. And here's Ricky. Here they are, America's favorite family, the Nelsons.
Hey, David, I'm in the closet. Oh, did you find the volleyball? Yeah, it's right here. Think we got enough stuff? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we ought to take the football, too. Okay.
Where are you guys going?
On a picnic. Do you know where the football is?
Yeah, I think it's out in the garage. Thought you had dates this afternoon.
We do.
You mean these girls play volleyball and baseball and football?
Well, not exactly. It's for their little brothers.
Sounds like something went wrong. What happened?
Well, it's kind of a long story. The word got around about the picnic, and the first thing you know, the girls had to take their little brothers along.
The lucky thing for you, the word didn't spread to the whole neighborhood.
Not so loud, Mom. Yeah, we haven't left yet.
I take it the main object is to keep small fry occupied.
Yeah, at least that's what we're hoping.
Well, have a good time.
Thanks, Mom.
Don't forget you used to be small boys yourself.
Yeah, but we're big boys now.
Yeah, you guys.
The best lunch I ever ate. Whoever marries you is going to weigh 250 pounds in 6 months.
Well, thank you, I think.
Hey, did you try the fried chicken? Yeah, it was great. Well, your mother sure is a good cook.
My mother, I'll have you know my father cooked that.
Well, you see, you never know.
Hey, Dave, how about baseball football?
No thanks, fellas. I'm too full.
How about you, Rick?
Oh, not right now, Barry. Maybe in a little while.
Come on now, Steve. You kids promised not to bother us. Have any cookies? Yeah. Help yourself. Are you kidding? No, go ahead. Take all you want. Man, are they poison or something? Good. Why don't you kids go play baseball for a while? We already did.
Hey, hi, boy. Where'd you come from?
Hey, boy.
Fella.
Looks like he's hungry. Can we give him a cookie? I suppose so. Yeah, boy.
Why don't you see if he'll go play with the baseball?
I bet he will. Come on, let's play. Well, that solves that problem.
Yeah, maybe we can rent the dog for the rest of the afternoon.
Would you sing a song for us? If we coaxed a real nice bag? Yeah, how about it, Rick?
Are you kidding? I thought you'd never ask me.
Together we've had a lot of fun, but what'll I do if you leave me? If someone else should come along and take your love from me, darling, you could never know how lonely I would be. You are the only one, my one and only one. Together we've had a lot of fun, but what'll I do if you leave me? I've tried to be the kind of guy you'd want to call your own. So please don't go and throw away the truest love you've known. You are the only one, my one and only one. Together we've had a lot of fun, but what'll I do if you leave me? What'll I do if you ever take your love from me? 'Cause in your arms is where I always want to be.
before long.
Can we take the dog with us?
No, of course not. He belongs to somebody.
Nobody came after him.
You know, he's right. The dog belongs to somebody. Hey, does he have a collar on him? I don't know. Come here, boy.
Come here.
No, he doesn't.
He's probably lost.
He sure is a friendly little guy.
You think we can keep him? His father said I could have a dog sometime. So I didn't mind.
I don't know, fellas. He must belong to somebody. Well, we can't just leave him here, though, Dave. No, I know it.
Where's he going to sleep tonight? Yeah, you don't want him to catch a cold.
Well, do you think we ought to take him with us and put an ad in the paper or something?
Well, yeah, I suppose it'd be all right. Come on, boy.
You can keep him at my house, Dave. What do you mean, yeah? We can keep him at my house. Well, he likes me better. He doesn't know he likes me.
Come on, you guys. Now cut it out.
I think he likes you both.
Maybe you better settle this, Dave. You're the lawyer.
Oh, thanks a lot. Come on, counselor. What's the verdict? Come back here, fellas. Court is now in session. Barry, you keep him one night, and Steve, you keep him the next.
That's a good idea. Yeah, why don't we do that?
Now, just a second. Before you guys get all excited, that's just until we find the owner.
Okay.
I'll put an ad in the paper tomorrow.
Yeah, I get to take him home tonight. You do not, I do. That's not what David said. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Come on, fellas. Knock it off.
Well, there goes my first case. Come on, boy.
A couple of visitors for you, 3 to be exact.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, fellas. So you still have the dog?
Yeah, nobody answered yet.
It's been about a week, hasn't it?
Yeah, can we keep him now?
Oh, I don't know why not, since nobody's claimed him.
He sure is a nice-looking fella. What's your name?
Buster. Rusty.
Now, wait a minute. We seem to have a slight difference of opinion here.
Well, I call him Buster. I think Rusty's a fair name. Don't you, Dave?
Well, I don't know. They're both pretty good names.
He comes right to you when you call him Buster. Here, Buster, want a cookie? That's no fair. I ate my cookie.
Well, you two guys better get together on this, or somebody's going to have a neurotic dog on his hands.
Well, he's my dog. I saw him first. No, you didn't. I saw him first. Well, I asked my dad. He said I could keep him. Well, my dad said I could keep him, and so did my sister.
Now, wait a second, you guys. Well, what you need is a lawyer.
I know it. That's why we came over here to see Dave.
What's this?
Who's he going to, Dave?
Well, gee, fellas, that's a pretty tough decision. I don't think I should be the one to make it.
You're a lawyer, aren't you?
Well, in the first place, in a case like this, each party should have a lawyer.
Well, I want you. So do I.
Now, wait a second. I'm afraid I'm not actually qualified to take the case. See, I'm not really a lawyer yet. I just work for a lawyer.
That's right. He works for Mr. Kelly.
I'm afraid you guys are going to have to figure out some other way of settling this case.
But how?
Well, the main thing is to settle it so you'll both still be friends. You don't want to wind up being mad at each other.
We aren't mad at each other, are we, Steve? Heck no. Come on, Mr. Nelson. Wait a minute. Come on, Rusty. Come on, Buster.
Dave, do you have that file on the Waldemar Corporation?
Yes, sir. It's right over here.
Fine. Would you bring it in, please? Sure. Miss Edwards, did you give me that appointment with Judge Willoughby?
Yes, sir, for 4:30.
All right, thanks.
Sure is a busy afternoon.
Sure is.
Hi.
Well, good afternoon. What can I do for you fellas?
We want to see Mr. Kelly.
Oh, well, he's kind of busy right now. Could I help you?
Are you a lawyer?
Well, no, not quite.
Well, we need lawyers.
Well, I'll see what I can do for you. Can I have your names, please?
He's close. Barry Livingstone. And this is Buster. It's Rusty.
Oh, I'm beginning to see your problem. I'll let Mr. Kelly know you're here.
Yes.
Oh, Mr. Kelly, there are 2 young gentlemen here to see you. Mr. Clark and,
Mr. Livingstone.
Mr. Livingstone.
Okay, I'll be out in a minute. Sounded like a dog barking out there.
A dog?
All right, Dave, you can put these away now.
Yes, sir. Hi, fellas.
Hi, Dave.
Well, what are you guys doing here?
We came to see Mr. Kelly.
I see you know these two gentlemen.
Yeah, they're good friends of mine. Gee, I'm awful sorry, fellas, but Mr. Kelly's pretty busy today.
Oh, are these the gentlemen to see me, Miss Edwards?
Yes, they are, Mr. Kelly.
I think I can explain this. Fellas, this is Mr. Kelly. This is Steve.
How are you, Steve?
I'm fine.
And this is Barry.
Hello, Barry.
Hi.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, it's a pretty difficult situation. You see, the boys were together when they found this dog, and they placed an ad in the paper, and nobody answered the ad, and now they wonder who's going to keep the dog.
Oh, I see. And you want to settle this out of court, I suppose.
Yes, sir. We want to make it legal.
Well, I'd like to handle it for you, but unfortunately, I have quite a few other important cases to settle right now. Do you boys have any money with you for a legal retainer?
Yes, sir. We have 50 cents.
Well, that sounds reasonable enough. I'll tell you what, I'll turn you over to my special assistant in charge of dog cases, Mr. Nelson.
You're not a lawyer.
Well, that's right, Mr. Kelly. I'm not a lawyer.
Well, I'll delegate the authority to him so he can handle it.
Okay, Dave. Who gets it?
Second, I need a little time to study this. Now, why don't I talk to you tomorrow about it?
Okay, but I'm taking him home tonight. No, you're not. I am.
Now, wait a second, fellas. I suggest that you leave the dog in the custody of the court.
What's that mean?
Well, that means that I'll take him home for tonight. Is that okay with you guys?
Sure, Dave. Anything you say. Don't forget to feed him.
Don't worry, I won't.
He likes cookies.
Okay, I'll take good care of him. So long, boys.
Bye.
Looks like you talked yourself into quite a case there, Dave.
Yeah. Of course, I had a little assistance. And there's more to this than you realize. You see, I've been going out with Steve's sister, and Ricky's been going out with Barry's sister.
Oh, well, that does make it rather interesting. Well, if you need a good lawyer for yourself, let me know.
I'll get you a Buster, whatever your name is.
Here, Buster. Here, Buster. Here, Rusty. Here, boy. Hey, Oz. You looking for somebody?
There you are. Where have you been?
He's been in my yard.
Well, I wonder how he got out of here.
Well, you left your gate open. That might be a clue. And there's a hole in your fence. Belong to you?
No, not exactly. We're just keeping him for a few days until Dave makes up his mind.
Oh, is Dave going to get himself a dog?
No, see, little Steve Clark and Barry Livingstone found him. They can't decide who's going to keep him. Poor Dave wound up in the middle. He has to make the decision.
You mean Dave has to decide which one of the kids is going to get the dog?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes.
Me either. If you have any suggestions, I'm sure you'd be glad to hear about them.
No, thanks, Oz. That's a little out of my line.
Sure, it's a nice little dog, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Look, I don't mean to sound like a grouch, but I'd appreciate it if you'd keep him in your yard. I'm putting in a cement walk, and I'd just soon not have his paw prints on it.
Please. Want to hurt his feelings?
Sorry. Hey, wait a minute. Barry Livingstone, his father's a contractor, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Why?
Well, if Dave wants my advice, tell him I think he ought to give the dog to Barry.
Well, why do you say that?
Well, as I say, I'm getting a lot of cement work done, and if Dave mentions my name, maybe I can get a little friendly discount. Where is Dave? Maybe I ought to have a talk with him.
I don't know where he is. You'd better get on home. Your cement's dry.
I haven't started it yet.
Well, then hurry up.
Okay, you don't have to push me. But if Dave decides to give the dog to Barry Livingstone, it won't do any harm if he mentions my name.
So long, Joe. And don't get stuck in the cement.
Very funny. You better keep that dog tied up. Somebody's liable to report you to the police.
Well, gee, Roberta, he hasn't made up his mind yet.
Well, I know it must be a difficult decision for Dave to make.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You should have seen Barry with Rusty. He just loves him.
Well, I can't say as I blame him. He's about the cutest little dog I've ever seen in my life. In fact, I'm growing kind of attached to him myself.
Well, if Dave were to give Rusty to Barry, you could see him whenever he came over.
Yeah, I guess I could.
Of course, I wouldn't want you to influence Dave's decision.
Oh, I know that.
Well, I gotta go round up Barry. He's out trying to find some boards to build a doghouse.
Oh, well, tell him I say goodbye.
Okay.
Well, I'll see you then.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Was that Roberta?
Yeah. Hey, Dave?
She's putting the pressure on you, huh?
Yeah, how'd you know?
I'm getting the same thing from Judy.
Well, what are you going to do?
I don't know, but I better do something pretty quick. It's ridiculous to let this thing drag on any longer.
Hi, fellas.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Hey, Dave.
No, I haven't.
I just saw Barry and Steve coming up the street.
Boy, that's all I need. Do you have any ideas, Mom?
Yeah, I had one thought.
What's that?
Well, I passed the pet shop on the way home. They had an awful lot of cute-looking puppies in the window. I thought maybe if you took the boys down there, you might get one of them interested in another dog.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. At least it's worth a try. Oh, there they are. I'll get it. Good luck. Oh, hi, boys.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave. Who gets them? Yeah, who gets them?
Well, I tell you what. I have to go down to the pet shop to get some dog food. How'd you fellas like to ride down there with me?
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Okay, let's go.
What kind of food are you going to get them, Dave?
Oh, just some dog meal. Hey, look at these cute little puppies.
Yeah. Why don't you get them to me, too? If he was at my house, I'd do instead.
Well, these puppies sure are cute, aren't they?
Yeah, but I like Buster better.
Well, I don't know. These puppies are pretty cute. May I help you? Yes. Can I have a bag of that dog meal, please? Is it all right if the boys play with the puppies? Oh, sure. Go ahead and play with the puppies if you want, boys. Maybe you better make that 2 bags. Right.
I wonder why Dave wants us to look at the puppies. I don't know. Maybe he wants to get one for himself. Yeah, I bet he's sad because he's got to give up Buster. Hey, this one's pretty cute. I like this.
Will there be anything else?
Well, I don't know. Would you pardon me a second, please?
Certainly.
How do you like the puppies, fellas?
They're real nice. Yeah.
Hey, I just had an idea. Maybe we could solve this whole problem. What if we worked it out so we could buy one of these puppies? Then each one of you could have a dog.
That's a good idea. Yeah, why don't we do that? Okay, you take one of these puppies and I'll keep Buster. Why don't you take one of these puppies? Because I saw Buster first. His name was Rusty and I saw him first.
Never mind, fellas. Well, I guess that'll be all, thanks.
All right.
Well, how'd it go?
Well, we bought some dog food.
Is that all?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Come on, Dave, what about the dog? Yeah, who gets to take him out?
I haven't quite decided yet. This is a very difficult case, you know.
Say, listen, how would you fellas like a nice big piece of chocolate cake?
Sure, yeah.
Come on, Rick's in the kitchen. He'll get it for you. Rick, would you get the boys some chocolate cake?
Come on, Barry.
Thanks, Mom, but we're just putting off the inevitable.
Well, didn't they like the puppy?
Yeah, they like them fine, but they both still want the other dog.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. I have a feeling it would have worked if I had just taken one of them down there. But you know how it is. Neither one of them wanted to give in.
I take it the pet shop idea didn't work out, huh?
No, I'm afraid not.
It's nothing. Rick wasn't out there.
How'd you handle that?
Then I take it the jury is still out.
Yeah, I'm afraid I haven't made any progress. Where's the dog now?
Oh, I left him out in the backyard.
Did you fix a hole into the fence?
Oh, yeah, I filled it in with a lot of rocks. He definitely can't get out of there. Okay.
Oh, hi, Darby.
Hi, how did you get out?
I beg your pardon?
I mean the dog.
Oh, I don't know. I found him wandering around my backyard.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Darby.
Oh, that's all right, David. I don't mind. It's just that I'm painting some screens, and I was afraid he might get in a faint.
Oh, well, we'll keep him in the house from now on. We'll probably only have him a little while longer anyway.
Yeah, I know. Joe told me. In fact, now, Dave, I don't want to influence your decision, but, you know, I think Steve Clark ought to get the dog.
Oh, why do you say that?
Well, his father's a client of mine.
Oh,
And if you should have to give the dog to Steve, if you would just mention my name.
Okay, Doc.
You don't have to push me out.
I'll keep that in mind, Mr. Darby.
Thank you, David. I'll appreciate it.
Hey, I just had an idea, Pop.
Like what?
Well, I was thinking about the legal responsibility of the owner for any damage done by a dog.
Well, what's that got to do with the case?
Well, it's just an idea. Do you think you could keep the kids busy for a while?
Yeah, I guess so. Why?
Well, I want to go out and make a few arrangements.
Here, boy.
Dave?
Yeah?
You are coming back.
Oh, sure, I'll be back, Pop.
You guys like some more ice cream?
No, thanks. I would like more, but I'm too full.
Oh.
Where's Dave?
Oh, well, he should be back any minute now. How about a sandwich?
Okay. No, thanks.
Hi, fellas.
Oh, hi, Dave. Everything okay?
Yeah, I think so, Pop.
Who gets the dog? Yeah, who gets him?
Well, before I tell you, I want you to understand a couple of things. Now, whoever gets him has to assume full responsibility for him. That means you have to feed him and you have to take care of him. And if he gets into any trouble, you're responsible for that, too.
Yeah, we know. That's okay.
Okay, just so you understand that now.
Well, who's that?
Gee, whoever he is, sounds like he's pretty mad about something. What you think, Pop?
Yeah.
Yes?
I understand this dog belongs over here.
Oh, yes, sir. Is it your dog? Well, no, not exactly. He's just staying here.
What's the trouble, fellas?
You keep out of this, Mr. Nelson. We're after the owner of this dog.
Oh, well, what happened?
You know darn well I was laying that cement today.
And I was painting screens in my backyard.
You realize how much it costs to fix cement after a dog has run through it?
Not nearly as much as it costs to clean up a driveway after a dog has knocked a can of paint all over it.
What's it cost?
At least $5.
Maybe 10.
As much as 15.
$15.
Well, don't you boys worry about it. We're after the owner of this dog.
Who is the owner?
Well, unfortunately, one of these fellas.
Oh? Which one?
Here. You saw him first. We did not. You saw him first. But I'm going to get one of those puppies. And so am I.
Oh, now, wait a second, fellas. What about this little dog? Buster or Rusty or whatever his name is?
Oh, he's a nice little guy, but I'd rather have a puppy. Me too. I like that black one. I like the one with the big ears. Think my dad will buy him for me?
Oh, I'm sure he would. In fact, I just talked to him on the phone a few minutes ago, and he told me so.
That's right. I was there.
What's this?
I talked to your dad, too, Barry.
Will he buy me the black one?
Yeah, that's what he told me. So it looks like both of you fellows are all set.
Gee, thanks, Dave. Yeah, thanks, Dave.
That's okay.
Okay,
Come on, fellas.
Well, how'd we do?
Oh, just great. I don't know how to thank you. You really picked me off the spot.
Yeah, you weren't bad.
Weren't bad.
Well, you hammed it up a little too much.
I thought we were great.
Yeah, it was kind of a dirty trick to play on the kids, but I didn't know what else to do.
Well, I think you're perfectly right, Dave. After all, no matter which one little guy should have given the dog to, the other one would have been brokenhearted.
Yeah, that's what I figured. At least this way they'll each get a puppy. Well, I hope you realize the commotion you caused, you little rascal.
He sure is a cute little guy. Look, Dave, if you're going to be stuck with him, I'll be glad to take him off your hands. He looks like a good watchdog.
No, wait a minute. That's not fair. Why should you get him?
Well, for one thing, he came in my yard first.
I don't care if he did. I fed him.
Well, I fed him, too.
What do you want to say, Dave? This is your department.
Yeah, you're the lawyer.
Gee, I don't know.
Well, now, wait a second. Maybe I can settle this. Let me have the dog, Dave.
Okay, who gets him?
Well, why not let the dog decide?
How are you going to do that?
Yeah, I'll show you. Dave. Would you open the door for me, please? Now, listen carefully, boy. The paint's that way, and the cement is that way. Take your choice.
What are you doing?
What do you think, Doug? That's one way to settle the case.
I don't know. This may go all the way to the Supreme Court.
Mrs. Livingstone just called, and the dog's owner's on his way over here to pick up the dog.
You're kidding.
No, he's been out of town. He just saw the ad.
Here, Rusty.
Here, Buster.